president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm proud to get it, but I still mean it. They've been trying to screw me, but I've been a genius. Caddy looking more like home since I made moves. Can you hear me now?
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Miller throwing on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Gun, Brissett. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Flex round! Flex round!
From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's got his man, Hilton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go!
Again, it's Brissett. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. A second down throw for Brissett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's Mack on the toss. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the gun, Miller into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Out to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Miller being chased out left. Forced out to his left. Miller with a 1st down and more. And the Colts are in for the touchdown. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was it coverage?
And oh, it's blocked. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
Here we go now.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is...
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. but they face a second and long to start things out. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 43 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Green 39! Green 39!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now, the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it, we can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They're going to look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. This is first and goal from about the 8. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Here's Miller on first and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll try and throw for it here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Lucky 56.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Gun. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what 2nd down brings. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Looking for Shepard deep. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. Incomplete, right side to tight end Rudolph. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So we've reached halftime here in Carson with the Chargers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And fights through one man. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. First and 10, Brissett looking deep for Hilton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 23. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. Back live here now in Salt Lake City. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll drop to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. They'll start by running the option to the right. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12. Here's Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Now let's go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Kyle Rudolph with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now for the point after. Extra point up and through. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second down, Brissett steps away to his left. Looking, and a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Looking to throw. Eluding. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a toss play. This is Mack. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. So, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets. but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Complete to Hilton. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Hey, flex round! Flex round!
He's back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. A crushing blow there as they cannot tie the game. Now the focus shifts to, can they get the onside kick and have a miracle happen?
And they have to have that miracle play that they've been working on, that they've designed. You don't really just draw one up now. You've had different onside kicks. Do they have that one weak point in the defense that they can exploit because they have to have the ball back?
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done.